Hey, my name is Tucker Crouse. Welcome back to my channel. Today's video, we got a uranium stock update. So here's URNM's chart. And so a couple things I want to note here are that, of course, after that bounce from the Japanese restart news, we've, of course, come back to reality and came back to the general markets. Because, of course, we have not decoupled, as I was saying. Though I do still think we are in for a bounce here because, again, we haven't decoupled. I say that because SPY looks like it's forming a bit of a double bottom with that June low. It's sub 30 on RSI, so very oversold. And sentiment in general is very bearish. So overall, looks like it could be due for a bounce, and uranium is showing also bounce signs, right? We have quite a bit of support in this area, and we are also decently oversold on the RSI. Plus, this gap here didn't actually get filled because we gapped over the same product twice, and so it still needs to get filled. So combine bottoming signals, or at least bounce signals, I should say, with both uranium and general markets. Uranium could see a little bit of a run up here, though I do not think the lows for general markets or uranium is in quite yet. I believe that's quite a ways lower, at the very least for general markets. Because of course we could see some massive uranium news that of course completely decouples us from the market immediately. With that though, SPUT doesn't really tell us anything new, so we can just basically skip right past it. Pause if you want to look at my lines I have drawn, but nothing really here to note. Anyways though, let's look at the stocks that we're going to be talking about today, at least so we can, you know, see their market cap, see where everyone's trading at, whereabout. Alright, so NexGen, $1.7 billion market cap. UEC also at over a $1 billion market cap, though just barely. Denison is at $864 million. Boss Energy at $576 million. Global Atomic at $441 million. DPL at $409 million. Fission Uranium at $324 million, Your Energy at $242 million, Lotus Resource at $186 million, Bannerman $175 million, and Peninsula at $111 million, GoviEx at $98 million, Forsys at $76 million, and Blue Sky at $19 million. And so, of course, this is obviously a lot lower than they were a couple weeks ago because, of course, we had sold off. And so that, of course, will show that our valuation is going to look a little bit better right now, which we'll get into in just a second. To answer these stars here, UEC, I haven't added in the value of their UEX acquisition, so their fair value and price per pound is going to be a little bit skewed. And same thing for DPLO, I haven't modified their value at all for VIME, and so, of course, that's going to be outdated. And the reason I haven't got to DPL yet, because it was the same thing last month, is because they have an updated DFS coming later this year, so I might as well just do it all at the same time. So, sorry, those are probably going to both be inaccurate for this video. Either way, before we continue, if you think I provide some value to you guys, it would be greatly appreciated if you subscribe. We're on the road to 1,000 subscribers. I'd love to hit that by the end of the year, so because only about 25% of you guys watching are subscribed, it would be greatly appreciated if you did. It's free, takes no time out of your day. Alright, let's go back into the video. Alright, and so we can see GoviEx. You did actually subscribe, right? If you weren't, I hope you did. Alright, GoviEx here, we can see at 49 cents for price per pound. Forsys, Bannerman, and Blue Sky also joining it in the sub $1 price per pound, so that's great value on a price per pound basis for all of these guys. Global Atomic, Peninsula, and DPL all also look very strong at a price per pound basis. Lotus and Fission look pretty decent as well. And NexGen, Denison, Boss Energy, Your Energy, and UEC still expensive on a price per pound basis like always, though of course a little bit less expensive than they were a couple weeks ago. Alright, now onto the DCFs here. Like always, the DCF will use $80 spot price, 50% capex and OPEX inflation, alongside a 10% discount rate. And so when we look at the companies here, UEC, DPLO, and Boss Energy, though of course these two need to still be fixed up, all rate as slightly overvalued, whereas Lotus, Your Energy, Bannerman, GoviEx, Global Atomic, NexGen, Forsys, Denison, Fission, Peninsula, and Blue Sky all read as undervalued. In the case of quite a few of these, very undervalued, even at $80 spot. So right now, the valuations for both price per pound basis as well as a fair value basis for a lot of these stocks is starting to look quite good again. But either way, this video is not financial advice. Do your own research. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.